So I just done this firework design, and believe it or not, firework are not as simple as look. So I'm gonna show you how to do this using all product available on my shop at Tino Vo shop. I'm Tino Vo, and welcome to our online nail art class. Now this is an easy design, but only when you understand it. If you don't understand it, it can be very difficult and tricky. So let's talk about the color first. This is Lush Magnetic Cat Eyes. On tops, okay, now Lush is show up on black or on dark colors as purple, and on like a clear background, it's a little lighter. So I'm playing a little tricks. Because these nails are not solid, I apply black using shadow, of course, to blend it. I apply black right on the nail bed. And then I'm gonna blend it down. I think, oh, here it is, a different bottle. That bottle is almost end. This is a newer bottle. Okay, just on the nail bed. Shadow is not completely opaque. It's about 90%. And for that reason, when it comes to blending, I rather use shadow than jet black. Jet black are very opaque. You can blend, but not as good as shadows. Shadow can blend well. Okay, now I'm gonna get an ombre brush. Make sure all the bristles are loosey-goosey. Take it out. And start to go right at the edge and blend it down. Hold on. I have a little gel right underneath here. I have to get it off. There you go. Okay. Now, you stop because you already blend out. You're gonna get a paper towel and clean your brush. So you can go back and you can blend the edge out. You have to clean it in between because you're not drawing, you blending. So your brush have to be free of gels. There you go. Now you already blended. I'm gonna cure this 60 seconds. Then I am gonna take our Lush Magnetic Cat Eye, and I need a Voltino magnet. Okay. Now, I apply my Lush Magnetic Cat Eye over this. On darker background, Lush Magnetic Cat Eye, beside purple, is also give out a copper tone and a green tone too. Pink, purple, and copper. It show more spectrum on darker color. See that? Now it's all look sheer-ish in the bottom. Then I'm taking my magnet, go over here, I wake it up like that. Okay, and then I go over here and I draw it right to the right side. Okay, and underneath, on top, just like that, and over on this side. Okay, cure this. Oh, and another thing, I should show you another thing why I'm at it. You can also do this. While we with cat eye, I'm just gonna show you another tricks. Okay, on this side. Now you can also use the head. From here. Yeah, you can use the head too. Okay, you can play around with your magnet just to find out what works best for you. But remember, the cat eye that you have are very important. Hear this? There is such thing as a quality cat eye and a not so quality of a cat eye. I love all my cat eyes. Like, if you think that this is pretty on camera, just wait till I turn the light back to normal. Because these are very bright lightning for me to teach. Now, look. There. That's your daylight right there. See that? So in normal life, it's even prettier than when it's on like bright light. In a room of bright light, it's still pretty. But in normal light, the brightness of the cat eye have chance to shine. And look at that. Eat your heart out, honey. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let me turn it back to normal. I mean a normal setting for us. Okay. Oh, let's talk about the firework. Now, it's not gonna be like this. Okay, it's not gonna be all in the center and all spread out evenly, because that's the bird eye view. If the fireworks spread out like this, if you just right on top looking at it, it's like this. But you're not on top. Most fireworks are shooting, you are watching it from the distance. So instead of doing it like this, it's like this. 3-dimensional. See that? Because you're looking at it not from the top. You have to fly in the air to look at firework on the top. So not like this, but like this. Okay, let me draw it again so you can see. And it's not going to be straight, it's going to be slightly curved from each side like this. From the center, okay, you have to understand what firework is. It's shooting out. So it shoot out, and then it's fall down. It shoot out and then fall down. So it shoot, and then it's fall down. From gravity, fall down. Now, as it's go up, it's gonna get shorter because you're looking at the other side of the firework. Like that, it's the other side. So it's gonna be shorter when you viewed it. See, so just slightly curved, because that's how firework is. It shoot, and then it slowly get pulled down by gravity. See, it's a ground right here. See, it shoot, and then it get pulled down. Shoot and get pulled down. So fireworks are always slightly curved. Now let's talk about the texture of the firework. This is wrong. It's like a teardrop. That's wrong. The texture is not like a teardrop. It's more like really big right here, and it kind of zoom in like that, like really sharp and narrow right here, because again the firework is shooting. So whatever this is, that I call that the fire. Whatever that is shoot from here to here. So you cannot just have this shape. This is not a right shape for what firework. This gonna make it look like a flower, like that. See that? That's a flower. That doesn't have movement. This is the true firework pattern or stroke. It have movement. What if it really take right here? That's fine, but it need to stop immediately, and when it's curved in here, it needs to be nice and thin. Okay, just like that. So that's wrong too. Now, when you successfully doing this, you need more in here. This one shooting out faster. These are still shooting out, so it's smaller and smaller. So that's how you draw a firework. And if you cannot draw a good firework, don't worry. I was so bad at firework for like a year before I finally attempt to sit down and analyze it. Before I just wing it, and it's always something wrong with it. It always seems like there's something wrong with it. But I wasn't really bothered because firework season only twice a year, New Year and July 4th. But finally I sit down and analyze it, and I have discovered that I was doing it wrong. So we're gonna take it out and we're gonna draw it. Now this is Pixie Gel. Pixie Gels, whenever I design crystal, the easiest way is to design crystal and then top coat around it. I like that whenever I work with matte. When I work with shine, it's different. When with shine, if I do the crystal and then top coat around it, it might be a little glary, meaning it might be a little bumpy. And since it's shine, you can see the glare. So this I prefer to top coat first, and then I can do crystal on top. I prefer to do that with shine, but you have to tread lightly because you have to make sure that you do the right thing so it doesn't come off on you. Apply shine over the nails. Okay, cure this. See, it's very simple. The design is very simple, but you have to know how to draw a firework. If not, it's not going to be simple. If not, it's not going to turn out right, and you're not going to know why. It's going to be like, I do everything you told me to do, but it doesn't turn out like this. So you need to understand how to stroke the firework. And now I can just draw it in. There is the centers right here. Now, probably want to mark it first, right? One right here, one right here, a little shorter. Okay, a little shorter. Okay. Now, from here, you're gonna curve right in. I'm not gonna even entertain to do it, to connect it right to the dot, because then that just look like I'm drawing a flower or something. So remember, firework is shooting out. So sometimes it shoot out so fast that I don't see this part. It's travel all the way to here. So that's why I don't connect with the dot. Because remember, it's not an object. It's a shooting fire. See, it doesn't make movement. You know what the center is, but these are just shooting out from the center. See that? And then these gonna be a little closer. There. Again, just slightly curve. Okay, now you can go a little closer to the center. Of course, each firework is different. Some firework I connected right to the center, but not this one. Mainly because I have to bead and crystallize it, and I don't want a clumsy bead line from here all the way to here. But with drawing, I can refine the stroke. So with drawing, I might connect it, but with crystallizing, I prefer it to be done this way, so it look more attractive. See, now I connect it all the way because this is all the way inside. And I want to make the center just a little brighter, so I add more gel to the center and just feather it out. There. Okay? You can cure this. And if you don't want to bedazzle it, this look just fine too. Look at that. Look pretty. Right? And remember, when I turn off the light, it's prettier, but look prettier as a firework drawing already. Okay, now cure this. So these are just crystal. Okay, when you're doing scatter crystal, meaning it doesn't group up with each other, it's separate from each other, it's apart. You want to use glue. You don't want to use gels yet. So let's take out our glue. I have these tips that I use, and I just glue it to a double-sided tape right here, or press on the adhesive tab. I put it upside down so I can take my Crystal Magic glue and just put it out. There you go. So it doesn't matter how much it's dried up. It's just a tips. Before, I used to take the palette to do it. I don't do that anymore. Now, you take your crystal out. And Pixie Gel don't need top coat, so you don't need to worry about these. Now, I'm going to take out some beads and some crystal SS5, SS7, SS9, SS12. See, it's Dreamtime Crystal, very high quality. Also available on our website. Okay, so you have these out, and where's my glue. Oh, I'm holding it. Okay. I'm taking the crystal katana, and it have a little end right here where you can dip your glue and apply it at the edge of each firework. At the end of each how do I call these? Shooting ray, I guess. I'm just gonna make up a name for it. At the end of each petal. Since I just using the flower comparison, I don't know how to call each individual piece of the firework. And I'm about to learn Spanish. All right, now, big one probably on the outside. This is SS12. This can also be very good July 4 design. I'm deducting the side as I go in. You gotta be careful with me. Sometimes I made up words. It's abstract, just like my art. Like this. Okay, just like that. Okay, reduce it to SS5 at this point. Crystal Magic Glue give you about 1 minute to work on. If you're too fast, then you can use Crystal Magic Glue dryer to dry it faster. You can control the timing for it. Okay. Got a little bit right here. I almost skip it. But not for your sake. I'm not going to skip it. Just right here. Okay. And the centers, of course. A big one in the centers. All the way ended big. Just like that. Look pretty already. This is Crystal Magic Glue Dryer. If you want it to dry now, you don't want to wait. You need to do something else, so you don't want to wait. Don't apply right on the glue. You either apply right on the crystal, and it would drip down to the glue. But just it's like alcohol or acetone. It's not alcohol nor acetone, but it's it's liquidy like that. So if you touch the crystal just a little bit, it will get there. It will get down to the glue and everything. It spread very fast. It's not gonna ruin your crystal unless you use like cheap plastic China crystal. But these are expensive crystal. It's very high quality. Just like Swarovski. The price is just like Swarovski. It is Swarovski relatable, but I want to promote our brand more. Dreamtime Crystals. We allow to sell Swarovski, but you have to make online application. So the deal is if we repackage it into Dreamtime Crystal, then you can skip application. But I want to use the name Dreamtime Crystal more because that's our name, you know. That's our brand names. Okay. Now I need to put bead in it just to make it more 3Ds. Now, you don't have to go with bead. Because if you are like a salon ready artist and you just want to move and shake really fast, you know, you don't want to spend a lot of time to do bead, this would be just fine. Okay, this would be just design within itself. You don't need any bead to enhance it. But if you do, it's gonna look 10 times better. And now when it comes to beading, I have 6 millimeters, smallest, or 8 millimeters, And then I have the assorted size. The assorted size start with 8 millimeters right here. But I sell it individually because people use small size a lot. And then it go all the way up 1 millimeters and then 1.2, 1.4. So I need this too. And the material that I use will be gels, clear texture gels. It's not going to be glue. Glue will be awful to you with bead. So I take this out and I take out the emboss brush. Now, clear texture gel are very important because it doesn't move. It doesn't make your bead move. It's a secret to beading. If you don't have it, don't even bother with bead because it's gonna take you forever. It's not worth it. But if you have that clear texture gel, bead is amazing with it. And since there's so many of them, I'm not gonna put gel on all of them and then trying to do bead, and it's just gonna confuse me. I'm just gonna do it one by one. Bigger size. And 2 of the smaller size. Like this. And then a big one. And then back to that small one. Down here. And then 8 millimeters. I think I need a little more gel right here. And 6 millimeters. Okay. Flash here now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Now, when you beat all of this, you have to seal this. Okay. And I'm gonna warn you first, if you beat all of it and sealed it, it's gonna be so confusing. You're gonna try to remember which one you already sealed, which one you haven't sealed. So I suggest that you seal it now, so you're not confused. Okay, coloring brush, and I have my Shine right on the palette. Shine is a top coat. It's non-scratch. Absolutely amazing. Take my coloring brush. It can soak up a lot of gels, and you can just apply it right on your bead, and it will drip down on the sides and in the bottom. It will seal the bead completely. Give it a little time, and then here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you shall do this repeatedly until you're done. Okay. So clear texture gels. Maybe one right here. What could we possibly talk about while we're doing this? I already explained everything to you. Let me try to think of something to talk about. Okay. Over here, a big bead. Redo the size. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And seal it to top coat. There you go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then keep on going. Just like that. Put it right here so you can see. Clear texture gel. Sorry, that sound, that powering up sound. You might not hear that, but that's my water machine. I have an alkaline water machine, so sometimes it's making noises. Okay. 2 of the big bead. 1 bigger one. Back to that bead, but just 1 now. And then a small bead. Just like this. Cure this. Okay. Oh, you know, sometimes when people look at something like this and be like, oh, this must be like hundreds of dollars. But I gotta warn you, you don't learn just a design. As I say, if you don't want to beat, you don't have to. The design's still pretty, but you learn how to do it. So if you do beat, and you might not do a lot of beat, you might do just like a line of beat. But at least now you know exactly how to seal this and what material to use. So it can be very important. Every step can be very important. Doesn't matter if you use it or not. You still need to understand it. Okay. That's all I have to talk about. I'm trying to think of something to discuss, some juicy gossip. But no, I have nothing. Everything in my mind is just beating. Okay. And then a small one right here. Here it is. Oh, I can talk about crystal. Okay, so back then when Swarovski is selling crystal for globally for everybody, not just now, but they sell for dance and all that. So these are called flat back, meaning that besides Swarovski have their own jewelry line, but these are stone where you can buy separately that you can apply on your shoe, on your hat, on your clothing, on everything. So it's called flat back because of that. And there is a period of time once Swarovski stopped selling for the nail industry, and the reason why they're doing that, and I'm not saying that that's a good idea, and that guy, whoever that made that decision, he's no longer there. He already been fired from the board. But the reason why they decided to stop selling for the nail industry because somebody famous, I'm not mentioning name, but someone famous that they invited, a famous nail tech, okay, that do nail for a celebrity, and they invited her to the Swarovski headquarters, just, for collaboration or whatever. But this individual have taken some of the Swarovski that they have give to her, and she take that, she take the envelope or whatever that is, and she sell it. She sell that whole thing, and she makes some money out of it from the gift that they give her, and she start getting greedy, and then she start to buy China crystal, cheap China crystal, and put in Swarovski packaging and sell it, and that's outrage Swarovski. So Swarovski have get really mad because of that. But they should not just stop selling for the whole nail industry. But they did. Whoever make that decision, it's not a very good decision. But you have made it. So some of us are big buyer from them, like our company. We're a big buyer from Swarovski. So they don't want to just stop selling to us. They'll be losing out a lot of money. So they decide to keep selling for only a few people in the United States, big customer of Swarovski, including us. But the arrangement is we cannot use the name, we cannot use everything. Of course, now the rule is already a little bit better for us. After that guy been fired, it's already got a little better. But in order for you to buy Swarovski from us, you cannot just buy it and then resell it. That is over. You cannot do that anymore. In order for you to sell Swarovski, they are very strict on you just because of that incident, that awful incident. And you have to understand that when that individual sell fake stone to the public with Swarovski packaging, whenever people use it, of course, they're going to know that it's not Swarovski. For those of us that use Swarovski for a long time, we're going to know. And then they call on Swarovski to complain. That's what outraged Swarovski. So now, if you buying their name from the nail industry, you have to have like an online application. You have to fill out an online application so Swarovski can keep track of you. And doing it for a while, we need it to be easier for people to buy. It's otherwise it's too hard for people to buy. So another rule is we have permission to repackage it, but it cannot be the name of Swarovski. It have to be a different name. That's why we come up with Dreamtime Crystal, which is repackage the stone. So now we can sell it without an online application, but it have to be Dreamtime Crystal. Now, if you want to buy the name for some reason, you buy Swarovski name for some reason, you still need an online application. So you can be keeping track of, just in case you pull in something funny, then they'll come after you. Swarovski have their own Swarovski police. That they will come after you if you resell it, or you using whatever stone you have and you sell with their packaging, you're gonna be in trouble. So that's a story, that's a gossip on the crystal. So if you buy Dreamtime Crystal and you used to use Swarovski crystal and they are completely identical, well, now you know why. And it's funny every time we go to show, because our customer will either say, oh, there's some people that will say, oh, I think Dreamtime Crystal are way more quality than Swarovski crystal. And we just laugh. We just giggle inside. Or sometimes they say, I like Dreamtime Crystal, but I still feel like Swarovski crystal are more shinier. And we just think it's funny. So that is a gossip on the crystal, the story of the crystal. When they stopped selling for the nail industry years ago, it's make everybody panic. The whole world is panic. And I do understand that some of us nail tech are still upset with the company decision. But now that you know the story, I hope you understand that that individual ruined it for the rest of us. And I'm not mentioning name, because that's bad to mention name. But that person have ruined it. And that person don't even care if people know that it's fake after she sell it. She just wanna make some quick money. It's just absolutely awful. It's just that they cannot stop selling it for us, because we spend a lot of money. Our company spend million and million on the crystal. So of course, they're still gonna sell to us because that's good money. They have to apply the rule on us though. And okay, so we also selling to beauty supply. Some beauty supply buy from us. And if they compare to Swarovski crystal and they see it's identical, they might sell it as Swarovski crystal. And when we complain to Swarovski unfortunately couldn't go after them because they're not affiliated with the company. Now, if we broke the rule, they can come after us. But if our customer broke the rule, they couldn't come after our customer. So it's just a big headache. And I hope that one day they change the rules back to normal. But for now, you know exactly what Dreamtime Crystal are. Because still, Swarovski crystal, in my eye, is still the best crystal in the world. It's so shiny. I don't think anything can compare to it. Except for Waterford. Waterford crystal are way more quality and it's older. But Waterford crystal don't sell flat back. Waterford crystal company is jewelry. They doing the, in New York, whenever the New Year, and there is a big bling out ball, the New Year ball in New York, that is made from Waterford crystal. Isn't that cool? Just a little bit of insider for you to know where all the crystal coming from. And Preciosa are way more older than Swarovski, really. They're just not as popular as Swarovski. In my eye, I used Preciosa before. If you look really close, Preciosa is slightly less prettier. Just slightly though. It's still very pretty. but it's just slightly less. In my opinion, it might not be factual, but in my opinion, 𝐒𝐢𝐳 is a little less pretty than Swarovski. Some other people say it's exactly the same. You know, some of my colleagues say they think that 𝐒𝐢𝐳 and Swarovski just really neck and neck. And I agree with them too. When I glanced really fast, I couldn't tell the difference. But I still love Swarovski crystal. Or Dreamtime Crystal. I need to stop saying Swarovski because we're promoting our brand. So I need to say Dreamtime Crystal. I absolutely love Dreamtime Crystal. I'm trying to gossip all the way to the end. Of course, when I gossip, it's going to be slightly slower. Okay. See, I just do this and I sealed it and then I move on. Hear this. Oh, you know what? I forgot if I sealed these. I'm just gonna do it again just to make sure. See, chit-chatting also make me a little sidetrack. But I couldn't just have a silent show. I have to talk. You know, you like to hear my voice. My angelic voice. I think you should come to watch just for the voice, really. You better learn some things. Okay, adding more crystals. And I'm always a bling guy. I love bling. I love bling. I could not just have bling. I could not just have bling because I know from my art too, just bling alone is boring. But with art and bling, chef kiss. It makes the nail art set so much prettier. Of course, there's a lot of blinger out there on social media, but I will proudly say that I think my bling is more artsy because I incorporate with my art. Whenever I see people bling, they just bling just because. They either do just art or just bling, but I like to do both at the same time. Just like that. What else can we talk about? Let me see. You know, this gel that I'm using, the clear texture gels. The story is, back in the day, I don't have clear texture gel. I have 3D jelly first. 3D jelly is like a builder gel. It's like this. Let me show you. It's like this. So back in the day, I have this first. It's like builder gel, cell level for encapsulation. And I even use it for 3D design back in the day. And it can do blooming design very well. So I use that. And I also use that for beading like this. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. But back in the day, before we have better stuff, we don't know what to use. We just use this. This is what this is what makes sense to us. So now today, people are still using the builder gel just because it makes sense to them to use builder gel to apply bead, right? I'm telling you, that's a big mistake. Because builder gel is so level, it's gonna slip and slide on you. And if you don't know any better, you just think that it's the way it's supposed to be. Like me back in the day, I thought that it's the way it's supposed to be. You know, I don't know that it's a better way out there. But finally, one day, I just had it. And I start to working with all the chemists. And I say that I want something that just stands still, doesn't move. So that when we start to use crystal gels. Now, gel that you for crystal, it stands still. But it's so difficult to draw. Like, I couldn't draw it. It's just so thick. So that when we start to combine formulas, we start to use builder gels formula, and we start to make it into a non-cell level entity. So you still can draw. It's have like 5% cell level in there where you can draw, and it's gonna be very smooth for you to draw. But It is non-cell level, meaning it doesn't move by itself. It completely still just for you to do work like this, like beading and crystal and other things like carving or embossed design. These make clear texture gel the most popular gel ever. Like our clear texture gel, every single order, they have this. It's one of the best seller ever just because of that unique quality. It's make my beading so much easier. That's why right now I love to bead. Every gem that I got to bead, I grab onto it. And for people that doesn't know about clear texture gel, it's still a lot of work for them. Like they're still so intimidated by it. Every time that I come out with a design like this, with not the lesson first, I just come out with the design first. People usually say, oh, it's so pretty, but it must take forever, or it must take for days and days and days. It must be so difficult. It's impossible. It's always make me so upset because I know that those people haven't even know about my lesson or about my clear texture gel. So they just make comment like that. And sometimes I fix them. But you know, my post, it have like million of view and thousand of like and hundred of comments. So sometimes I just don't even bother to fix them. I just patiently wait until I come out with a lesson. And not everybody know about my lesson. So the one that know about it, I'm happy for you. But I still wish that more people or everyone would know about it. So I would stop hearing the comment of, oh, it's so difficult to do all that beading. It may be so intricate. No, you just need clear texture gel. That's it. I hope I can broadcast it like all at once. But that's not how algorithm work. Only a few number of people lucky enough to, because when it comes to video like this, not everyone gonna like sit down and watch it. It's like almost an hour long. You know, so many explanation, and sometimes people don't like explanation. You only like it because you want to learn. Sometimes people just want to be entertained, that you don't want to learn. So when it comes to long video like this, not everybody that follow me watch my lesson. Only about 60% of my customer, 60% of my viewer are my customers, and only about 10 or 15% of those people are willing to learn. The rest, I just learn from my short video. See, my short video are also educational. When I do the tutorial, it's very educational, but it's 1 minute. It cannot compare to this lesson right here. This lesson is enriched with explanation, with the do's and don'ts, and gossip like I am right now, full of gossip too. There's no way that a 1 minute video can compare to that. But people love instant gratification, so most of my viewers rather watch my short video. But you guys are watching my long video, and it's very beneficial if you want to become a master nail artist like me, who knows the in and out nail. I can just do just about anything. Then long video is more in your favor. You don't even need talent or skill or anything to do nail art. You just need to learn. Most of the nail artists in my level out there, most of them are able to do what I do because of talent. Same as me, I'm able to do what I do because of talent. Talent is an obsession for my craft that I spend so much time to understand it all by myself. I don't learn from anybody. I develop it. But luckily, I'm able to take what I know and explain it. That's the trick right there. Not every nail artist, like celebrity nail artists out there, not everyone know how to explain. Believe that or not. it does take a certain type of talent to explain it. And I do want you guys to learn. That's why. It comes from the heart. That's why I can explain it very well. Just because I'm sincere about it. So you don't have to have talent to do stuff like this. You just have to have Tino. Okay, see? I gossip all my way through this entire set. Now it's done. Now you just need to pop into the light here for 60 seconds. You're all done. I'm gonna clean up my station. Of course, everything that I use is available at www.tinovo.shop. And don't forget to subscribe us on YouTube at Votino. Oh, I mean at Tino Vo, not Votino. All right, everyone. Until next time. Bye-bye.